in the fam. All in the fam. Come on. It's all in the fam. All in the fam. Come on. Now get your hands up. 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 All in the fam.
Hey everybody, it's Brianna from All in the Fam, the certified fresh, all-inclusive, unfiltered podcast.
All in the fam. Come on. Now get your hands up. 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 All in the fam. All in the fam. Come on.
Y'all don't understand how many times I have tried to record this goddamn episode in the past 3 days because of technical difficulties. So I just want to express that real quick. Anyway, let's get to it. As I always say in every episode, and now I have to say it for the very last time, at least until next year. If this is your first time listening to All in the Fam, I just want to say welcome. Super glad to have you here. And I hope that you become a part of the family by the end of this episode. And if you have already been listening all season, what's up, fam? How you doing? All right, cool. Now that I got that off my chest, if you didn't catch up on any of the episodes, make sure you go check them out. The last episode, spoke with my mom. And I just got to say, if you don't know me and my mama, I hope you got to know us in that episode because we are the same person. To an extent, we have our differences. We basically talked about the generational differences between Gen Xers, her generation, and millennials, my generation. And then we also picked fun on Gen Zers and baby boomers as well. So basically we hashed out, our different experiences growing up under the generations before us, our parents, and societal influences, as well as which generation had the best dance moves. I think you guys kind of already know who has the best dance moves. My mom. Yeah. Her generation, they killed it. The 90s, that's what's up. I swear I was born in the wrong generation. So, wrapping it up, this is the season finale. And the season is all about adulthood. Adulting 101. I am entering the quarter life crisis. It's actually really not a crisis for me at all. I just like saying it because I'm dramatic. But, I'm hitting the big 2-5 and, Kamari and I, the content director, we decided it would be a great idea to utilize this platform just to give advice on how to navigate through this awkward transition of the younger 20s into our later 20s. So, hence the theme of this season, Adulting 101. So I just want to wrap it up and talk about, the pressure to succeed is just, we need to get rid of that stigma. We do. So in this episode, that's what I'm going to talk about. For example, finishing college in 4 years, getting a job straight out of college, that 9 to 5 with benefits, getting married, buying a house, having 2.5 kids, you get the point. That American dream is a facade. It's not 1950, it's 2020. The American dream is not a one-size-fits-all timeline. Life is unexpected and we fail. And also, not everybody desires that. You don't have to get married if you don't want to. You don't even need to go to college. You can have whatever job that you want in an unconventional way. You can live in Airbnbs every other week. You don't even have to have kids, or you can have 11 kids. Hell, whatever you want in life, only you can determine what's going to make you happy and satisfied. Okay? And like the 90s queen, Aaliyah, yes, she is queen. If you don't know who Aaliyah is, you're too young for this podcast. This is not the season for you. She said in her famous song, if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. I'm not going to sing that line because y'all don't need to hear me sing. God did not bless me with that voice. Okay? So let's get to it. Let's unpack why the pressure to succeed. We just need to get rid of the stigma. Okay? I'll discuss why it's crucial to continuing your journey through hard trials. So, in situations, circumstances that happen out of our control, it we make stupid choices. We make dumb decisions, setting ourselves back. I've done this and you've done this. I know you have, boo-boo. Just admit it. If I can admit it, you can admit it. But as long as you keep going, you're going to succeed in due time. The majority of the tips and advice that I have to say in this recap or wrap-up episode is what I've been saying all season, y'all, if you guys have been listening. And this isn't stuff that's brand new. It's not. This is advice that I've been given, that I've been hearing, that I am practicing, that I am manifesting. And we're a hard-headed generation. So, still doing due diligence by giving you guys this advice over and over again. So, write this down. Only you can decide for yourself what success is for you. Whatever it is you want, desire, aspire to be, create, or want to achieve, it's going to take work and effort. So get off your ass, okay? Because it's not going to get handed to you. But when you do get off your ass, you have to set the trajectory of the course. So give yourself a timeline that's financially possible, meaning if you need to pay for training, education, invest in materials, or any assets, make sure you're not straining your wallet out the gate. That's if your goal, your desire, you have to pay for it. So if you want to get a master's degree, make sure you can financially get there. If you want to buy a car, buy a house, have an expensive wife or husband, you need to make sure you got the wallet for it. Or if you need to create some projects, some art, what materials do you need? What gear do you need? Don't strain yourself financially. Also, now, I think this is the biggest one. Give yourself a healthy work-life balance or enough time for leisure and rest. Because, again, like I've been saying all season, burnout is not cute. It's not cute. And we're going to get burnt out here and there. It's inevitable. But to constantly be burnt out, you don't want that for yourself. Give yourself a healthy work-life balance. Now, don't hinder or sacrifice good relationships for personal gain when it comes to your aspirations. Check who is in your circle, but don't shut out the good folk just because you're busy or too focused. Definitely you can set your priorities. I have FOMO. I will sacrifice my priorities for hanging out. I'll admit it. But you definitely need to check who is in your circle, if they're going to motivate you, push you to get to your goals, or are they going to bring you down? You got to figure out what people are surrounding you. Are they uplifting you or are they not? So let go of pressure, because if you're truly inspired to do something, to achieve something, it shouldn't give you pressure at all, if you really think about it. If you want something that you're going to love, or if you want to do something that you love, why is it bringing you pressure? Maybe you need to sit down and think to yourself, is this really giving me joy, or is this giving somebody else joy because I'm doing it? Or because you think you're going to fit in? If you're truly invested in whatever it is that you're doing or want to do, it should be fun. It should not be giving you stress or pressure at all. And, if it is giving you pressure, then maybe it's out of envy. Maybe you're doing what you got to do because other people are doing it, so you think you will like it. And this could be projects. It could be career aspirations, career goals, reaching a certain level in life or whatever. If you're envious of others in societal expectations, well, then that's what's going to lead to the pressure to succeed. You got to block that out. What did I say in the beginning? Only you can decide what success is. Okay? Definitely take away from positive influences and have role models. Don't idolize them and their success stories, but use them as inspiration to give you guidance. Because again, idolation, am I saying that word right? Idolization, I think that's the word. Idolization is another factor that's going to put pressure on yourself. So envy, idolization, block it out. Block it out. And look, some of y'all some Debbie Downers. Stop. Buck up. Buck up. You have to control the energy that you give. And your actions will be a result to that energy. Put good in, get good out. Simple as that. Say there's many situations and other factors that are going to be out of your control, but you have to do what you can to get back on track. You know, doing nothing isn't going to cut it. So just ease up and reflect. And check in with yourself. Definitely check in with yourself. Life is a progress. It's a marathon. Give yourself permission to celebrate and congratulate yourself on how far you've come. On whatever timeline that you set for yourself. In terms of your goals or aspirations. Treat yourself. Treat yourself. Okay? Yet, correct, reflect, and reevaluate what else you need to do to achieve along this timeline to your success, whatever it may be. Okay? What could you have done differently? Are you burnt out? Check in with your mental health. But keep going, because whatever you have planned or in store for yourself, don't let it go. Don't let it go, because you're going to regret it. Don't live life full of what ifs. Short and sweet. I didn't make that up. We've all heard it before. Don't live life full of what ifs. Simple and straight to the point. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. Eliminate that pressure. Okay? Envy, idolization, you overthinking, you doubting. Pressure. Let it go. Let it go. You do what you need to do and don't go on anybody else's time. Unless you have a spouse and some rugrats running around. You got to consider them. But, you know, at this stage, a lot of you guys listening don't have kids or spouses. So, do what you got to do. Be smart about it. Societal pressure will not overcome you if you take all of this in consideration. Profess your mind to your goals. Start your trajectory by getting started right now. That's it. It's a very short episode. I don't need to say anything else. You can listen to all the previous episodes if you want to hear everything that I just said again. You know, I want to use this platform to give y'all advice, and I hope you guys are hard-headed enough to get it through your brains. So, best of luck to y'all. I love y'all. Thank you guys for listening to this season, and that wraps up season 2. That's it. You know, so to close out, I need you guys to subscribe. So head over to YouTube, All in the Fam, search us, hit that subscribe button, hit all the like buttons on every video. If you can't find us on YouTube, just because we are starting out and we have a very low amount of subscribers, you can go to our Instagram page, follow us on Instagram, All in the Fam 0719, and the link in the bio will give you links to our website, to Spotify, to Apple Podcasts, and to our YouTube. So whichever platform you want to hear or watch these episodes, you know, choose wisely. Spotify is the best. If you're watching this on YouTube, let us know in the comments, you know, Are you going through a tough predicament? How are you going to push through and relieve pressure from yourself? Okay, we want to hear what you guys are thinking. We want to hear feedback. We want to hear testimonies. You guys are part of the fam. So let's hear from you guys. So, man, season 2 is over. Can't believe it. I'm about to take the fattest nap after this. Let me tell you. So, shout out to Kamari Robinson, my podcast partner, good friend of mine, soon to be roommate, content director of All in the Fam. She has, now if I really could not have done this podcast without her. So thank you, Kamari. She is the brains behind the content development, management, putting me in check, putting me in line, telling me to calm the hell down. Also supporting me throughout the entire process. We've been working on this project since February. So thank you, Kamari. Big things coming up next season, but I don't want to spoil it just yet. Those who have subscribed and those who have followed, I appreciate it so much. Just know that just because the fan base is small, it's okay, because y'all are the OGs and we love you and we're family. So this season and every season will be for y'all. Okay? Don't forget to tune in the last video segment of the season, which will be next Wednesday on October 14th, about self-care. My girl Temi Akande will be doing that video segment. She also has her own YouTube channel called Life of Lolu. So go check out her YouTube channel as well. Thank you so much. This has been Bittersweet. I'm Brianna Cherie, signing off. Peace and blessings, fam.
All in the fam. All in the